welcome to our start of week technical analysis video. We're going to be jumping straight into things here. So, as you know, this blue vertical line represents the last point in which we left off in our last technical analysis. And as you can see, there isn't actually much information to go over. Instead of going over it on the hour one, we're going to go ahead and go down to minute 15, just so we have a little bit of more information to go over. So, as you can see, since where we last left off, not much has actually happened. We're going to do our normal process and grab a path. This is where we last left off. We came down to test this trend line that we had marked in on 2663, in which price rejected from, creeping back up to near the 2675 level. We found the price touch 2672 before price then broke back down, finding our next point of interest at 2655, and then we came back below this trend line, tested at 2663 as a resistance. Price then came up and tested between these two ranges of 151 and 147. Price then came up and sort of tickled the 2655 area, and again sort of throughout the night since market open has just sort of been consolidating, and then price is now where we can see is testing just below that trend line. So as you can see, not much has actually happened. We've just seen a bearish continuation, nothing substantial though. If I go ahead and go to our minute 5 and delete this path, as you can see, we had that bearish continuation. We had the respect on the trend line before price then broke back through and then tested it as a resistance, and then price has just been consolidating now. We are in the London session as we speak, so we are seeing some volume and volatility inside the gold market, but nothing too significant. Going off our weekly, we're going to have a little look at our weekly. We're going to go and get a little zoom in for you guys here, and as you can see, so we had that bullish engulfing candlestick formation, obviously got cancelled out, but since then price has been very stagnant. In comparison to last week, obviously we had a very big bullish week where price touched the 2700 range again, but then as you can see, the bears with the size of this wick have pushed price down, finishing price with the same sort of volume as the body of the candlestick as the last week, and it looks to be that this week so far has been bullish. Not by a significant amount. Again, if you look at daily, we tested that same resistance of around 2720, which was also a previous support before price hit the new all-time high a few weeks ago. I say a few weeks ago, roughly about a month and a half ago. So as you can see, price has respected this level. We are now testing on the support level of 2645, which is a significant high time frame point of interest for for us. So what are we going to be looking for this week? So for this week, we're going to be keeping in this trend line that we had marked in, and we're going to go ahead and just sort of use it as a confirmation for us if price is going to come out of these depths and push up past the 2675 level, or sort of respect it and then come down and test further, perhaps touching into the 2500 range. So one of the bullish scenarios that we could see is price break through this level here and price continue on. If we see price continue on, the first level that we touch will most likely be that 2675 level. If I go ahead and grab an eclipse, we're just sort of waiting, and I'm marking, we're waiting for this sort of candlestick or the next candlestick or two to break through or respect this level and then continue on down, or break through this level and continue on bullish. If we see a break through this point of interest that we've got marked in with this trend line, and we see a candlestick open up above it, we will most likely see a continuation as we have before. That's the bullish scenario. For our bearish scenario, we're going to go ahead and mark in another arrow. For our bearish scenario, it's the same thing. We're looking to see what price does around this trend line. If price breaks, we will most likely see a continuation down to that 2645 level. That is the short time. That's what we could see today. We could even see a bigger move, we could even see a smaller move. It all just sort of depends. Obviously we could see some extreme volume enter the markets upon New York session opening. I haven't done my economic news check as of yet, so I don't know if there's any high impacting news for the dollar/gold. Excuse me. So I don't know if that is going to take an effect on the market today, but going off of the current price action that we are seeing, we've got two sort of split moves, one bullish, one bearish. As of right now, the current price action that we are seeing with this minute 15 candlestick, especially closing in 2.5 minutes, it is past these levels, so we will most likely see a bullish continuation. So the bullish move out of the two moves that we've marked in here, definitely the most probable. Bearish, still has an opportunity, as we haven't actually seen price break through this level yet. If price breaks through this level, it will be around 2660. So we're going to go ahead and delete these. We're going to go ahead and go into our hour one and give you sort of a higher time frame analysis, and give you sort of what we could see happening this week. So again, if we see price break through this level, most likely see that bullish continuation from around here, and we could end up in turn see the level of 2685 touched. That is a low volume move that we could see. We could even see price from this level, we could see price continue even further, but we could also see price sort of stagger on each level, creating all-time high, creating new highs and higher lows. And we could also see price break through this trend line to come back down to test the previous trend line as a support, giving us a break and retest pattern, potentially giving gold a bigger projection and helping the bulls build up more volume and then project the price even further. With that being said, we could in turn see the 2700 range broken into again. As it goes for bearish, again, it's going to be the same thing. Sorry for the short intermission there. So for bearish, it will be a longer, it will probably most likely be a longer pull down. We'll probably come near to the 2500 range. If I go ahead and zoom out for you, if you see here, we could see price break to this level here, this first green level of around 2614. We could even see 2605 touched, and the low of the low, we could see the low 500s broken into. So that's probably the long-term bullish bearish move that we could see. And as it goes for the long-term bullish move, if I go ahead and grab the arrow, we'll most likely see price continue to this level, perhaps break down to this midsection of around 2695 to gain then more momentum, taking us to the mid to 700 range. So that's sort of what we're looking at, really. If I go ahead and go to our hour 4, so you can just sort of zoom in and see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is what we're sort of looking at here. If we see price come to this level and test this level of around 2613 and then pull back down to retrace, and then find a support again at around just past the 2700 range, we'll most likely see that continuation. And then as it goes for bears, it will probably just sort of drop straight down. So yeah, they're the two probable moves. It all depends on sort of today's price action. If we see the trend line and other levels get respected as a resistance, we'll most likely see that bearish continuation. However, with the current price action that we are seeing, a bullish move is definitely more likely. I say that because we've had a retracement here, followed by a minor support found, and then a retracement followed by a minor support. If we see the same sort of price action, which is unlikely as this, if we see this literally this same sort of like hook move followed, we'll most likely see price test this level and then continue on down, exactly how it has done before. But yeah, that's going to be that. As you lot know, the start of week technical analysis videos don't really have much to go over, as the distance between the start of week and end of week isn't by much. It's about maybe 24 to 36 trading hours, so it's not a hefty amount. But yeah, that's going to be our start of week technical analysis for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're closing in now, I believe, on 130 subscribers. I think we're at around 127. Also, thank you for the support on the signal tutorial video. I think we're almost at, if not we are at 1,000 views, which is our most popular video. So yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a good week, traders. Peace.